Hey, this is Chris, keeping it real. Facts over fear. How you doing today? I've been thinking about the vaccine, and this isn't like a normal vaccine, to get it or don't get it, but I just wanted to bring something up that maybe you haven't thought about, and I don't know that it's not valid. I'm not a microbiologist. I'm not a DNA sequencer. I'm not a doctor. I don't know how to give shots. I'm like you guys. I'm just an everyman kind of person, just trying to think things through, and that's all this whole exercise has been about. Is just like to give, obviously people do think about these things, and I get responses when I do these videos, and so that makes me feel good. That other people are thinking like I am, or if they're not thinking like I am, that's fine too. Because I have no hard facts, because I don't know that there are any hard facts. But I did want to bring this up because it could be a problem. The ramifications, that's the word I was looking for, ramifications, could be kind of serious. I don't know that they are. But what I'm concerned about is when people get a vaccine and they don't have any kind of reaction to it. And it seems to me that's not what should happen. If you get the vaccine, there should be some kind of indication that your immune system has been triggered into action. Because that's how it works. About a year and a half ago now, a year and 4 months ago, Dr. John Campbell's doctor of nursing over in the UK talked a lot about fever, and why do we get fevers? Are fevers bad? And part of his presentation was the information that most of what we consider to be symptoms of the flu or any other viral infection are really not the virus itself. It's actually a product of the body's response to that virus. The body, when it senses, when it detects, when whatever cells do whatever they do, and it's been a long time since I've read that, so I'm not going to be too specific, but when those cells sense whatever they sense, then it causes the body to react by raising its temperature. And it raises its temperature because it inhibits the reproduction of the virus, because the virus likes 98.6. And so the body knows that. I hate to, these aren't little human beings now. It's just a virus. I don't even know if viruses are alive, technically, right? So the virus has a harder time replicating. And I'm going to have to look into that again. But it also makes the parts of the body that fight the virus more efficient. And so if you're getting a vaccine for something, I don't care what it is, you should, because, for example, people say they get a flu shot and they feel bad for a couple days. And so they think that the flu shot gave them flu. No, the flu shot did not give you the flu. The flu shot shows you that it's working by energizing your immune system, and that's what happens. And then once your immune system is energized, then it stops. Because when you get a vaccine, you don't get the actual virus, and so once that fake, for all intents and purposes, a fake virus gets eliminated, your body says, okay, we're done. And you go back to normal. And so I think that's where a lot of confusion about shots go. Shots occur. And so hence you might understand now why I'm concerned when people say they don't have any kind of reaction at all to a COVID-19 vaccine. Because if you don't have a reaction at all, that means, has your immune system truly been triggered to recognize it and to activate the next time it sees it? Because because, of course, you know that vaccines aren't a drug per se. In other words, it's not like you give somebody penicillin and it kills the bacteria that are, inside of body tissue, and then it kills it. It kills it. Your body doesn't kill it. It kills it. With a vaccine, your body kills it. You're still depending on your immunity, your natural antibody and T cells and whatever else is involved. And so it just makes me wonder, if you don't have any kind of reaction, so it's just like people who have tested positive but said, well, I never felt anything. So I have to wonder, is that what's going on? I mean, are you really truly protected? And I think that's one of the advantages of the two-shot system, because I think the first one, generally speaking, does not really engender much of a response. I think that's what the second shot's really for. It's like, oh, we just saw this 30 days ago. Now we need to really ramp up. Okay, but if you don't feel any, I'm just concerned. I'm not saying, hey, we're all going to die. I'm just saying I would be concerned about that. Yeah, I really would be. Now it could just be a lot of people. I mean, there's like two phases to your body's defenses, and one is like the more generalized phase where you've got specialized cells that just go out and kill the virus, and if they're successful, then the antibody stuff doesn't even ever come into play. And so it could be that just a lot of people are that way. In which case, does the vaccine isn't necessary? And I guess it all depends on, as far as I can tell, how much of the virus are you exposed to at the point of time that you actually catch the virus. And I think that has a lot to do with it. I mean, it's called viral load, and the more virus you get at the very beginning, the worse it's going to be. If you get just enough to make you sick, or just enough, like say 10 is just enough to cause the PCR test to say you've had it. Well, what if you get 10,000 or 100,000? Okay, then you probably, in the former case, you probably don't have any kind of reaction at all. In the latter case, you have a terrible reaction, maybe you end up in a hospital, and maybe you wind up dead. I'm just trying to think these things through. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them in the section below. Like and subscribe. We appreciate when you do. And we'll see you on the next... We'll see you on the next video.